It's Tuesday morning and we're back. Teagan's at the nanny's house playing with his friends. And this is the before shot. Let's see how much we can get cleaned up today. Meanwhile, Ben is over here cleaning up the Ever After highs.
Yeah. I'm gonna empty all of these into here, and then we have like what, 12 Ever After highs that we haven't opened on camera yet.
Yeah, a lot. There's gonna be like a...
soon on the main channel there'll be a huge Ever After high doll opening video. It's gonna be huge because there's so many dolls. Because I need to pack them up, put them with the rest of them, and we need the shelf space. Those boxes take up a lot of room.
It was a nice morning out. I was even able to get a run in.
And we're wearing shorts.
Yeah, we're wearing our new shorts. Look at that. And we checked the weather report. It looked a little overcast, but it has been for a couple hours. And I go, well, it doesn't say it's good. It's only 30% chance, and it's supposed to start afternoon. So I think we can do this because it's only what, like 9 o'clock, 9:30 right now.
It's 10:30.
10:30, my mistake. So it's 10:30. So started loading stuff into the back of the truck, and it starts raining. It's not like super hard rain, but feels like it could shower any minute. So we gotta scoot home before our stuff gets soaked. And as I was coming in the second time, I was like, if we hadn't put anything in the truck, if we said, oh, we better not put anything in the truck because it's gonna rain, it would have been fine till like 3 or 4 p.m., I'm sure. Mm-hmm. But as soon as we start putting stuff in the truck, it's raining,
rain.
What can I say, guys? Those 2 minutes you just saw, or a minute and a half, or 90 seconds, or whatever,
yeah,
was all we recorded today. So that means... fewer Q&A time. This is some questions from April 5th, 2016. Now, I had to trim some of them out because some of them we answered in past Q&A videos. Some of them may have slipped in here. All right, ready, Ben?
Ready.
The first one here is from Lee Ferreira. Hi, Ben and John. I have some questions. Number 1, have you ever watched Once Upon a Time? That's one of the repetitive ones that kind of slips through the cracks. But the short answer is yes. 2, so what is your favorite TV show? Like, we'll just give a little sampler. We'll have a lot less to watch next season.
We will, because a lot of them are ending.
Yeah, Castle is ended. I guess it'll give us a chance to catch up on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
and
Once Upon a Time.
some other stuff, yeah.
That we've been kind of, maybe it's got better since we kind of...
Maybe.
But yeah,
let's see, we watch Grimm.
Yep.
We watch, Walking Dead.
Now, some of these may not be appropriate.
Right.
Make sure you're the appropriate age, or parental discretion is advised.
Yes.
Little disclaimer.
Yeah.
We do like a lot of cartoons and Disney Channel stuff, but
yeah,
these aren't in the same group. Some of these are not in the same group, obviously.
So, Grimm, Walking Dead. We watched Castle, but that's over.
Yep, Castle's over.
We like the Muppets.
The Muppets are over.
Yeah, that's over. I watch without him. I watch Supernatural and Arrow and Flash, and obviously Doctor Who. So, yeah, there's a summary.
Number 3, would you do more Ever After High? Funny you should mention that because we're in the process of moving, and no joke, I think we have like, what, a dozen Ever After High dolls?
Something like that, yeah.
So sometime in the next week or 2, we're hoping to do like one epic Ever After High unboxing.
Yeah.
Like all in one video. We're not going to split it up and spread it out over 12 days.
No, we're just going to do one long one where I open up all of them so that we can make room, because we don't have the room for all those boxes.
Yeah, we're a little condensed.
Yeah, very condensed.
Tomorrow
Little is an understatement.
Tomorrow I do a lot more moving with Jenna.
Yeah.
And we got to be totally out of there by the 31st. I think we can do it. I think we just got one more load to bring back here. And I think we're going to just vacuum the floors and we'll be able to drop off those keys. Ben wants to do it on Friday. But we'll see. Tuesday at the latest.
Yeah.
Brooke Trieger, a regular, one of our biggest fans. Hi, Brooke.
Hi, Brooke.
Has a few questions. Are you guys all caught up on Once Upon a Time?
Nope.
I am. If you are, what do you think of Hades, Hercules, and Meg? Hercules and Meg were only like in, like, what, 1 episode?
Yeah, unless they're back.
I don't know.
We're not caught up yet.
I think we're like 4 or 5 behind now.
We may have even missed one.
Yeah, I don't want to get in. I don't want to get into it, but all right. Anyway, Hades.
He's a typical bad guy.
Also, what is your favorite episode so far, and who is your favorite character that has returned?
My favorite episode.
Of Once Upon a Time. Does you mean the season or in general? That'd be hard call no matter what.
I think I'd have to go with in general. And it would probably be back in season 1. I don't know what episode, but season 1 I think was my favorite season. So I'm going to go with one of those.
I like that episode. I like that episode that felt like it could have wrapped everything up before it ended with Hook coming to New York and Emma.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one, yeah.
And Henry having their memories wiped.
Yeah, that was a
It's
good
like
one.
if they had cut off that last scene and that turned out to be the last episode, I would have been totally cool with that.
Yeah.
Because I thought that was a nice way to wrap everything up. But now they kept going, and I'm getting frustrated again just thinking about something.
No more questions about Once Upon a Time, because he can't handle it.
I think I need to catch up on the last few, and maybe I'll be better. But there are some plot elements that drive me bonkers, and drive her bonkers too, but not as much as me.
It drives me bonkers because I have to hear him.
All right, do you guys think Hook and Emma will get engaged by the end of the season?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Some other villain will come up. Like once they get this Hades thing out of the way. Like I don't know. Like I don't know what Disney movies are left. Dumbo might pop in. I don't know. Baloo.
All right.
We didn't answer who is your favorite character that has returned.
I don't know. I don't know.
Like all the fan favorites that have
died. I like Ruby. I'll go with Ruby. Has
she even returned yet? Have we seen an episode?
We haven't seen. I know she returns.
She's not dead.
Seen it.
She's not dead.
No, she just hasn't been in it for a while.
Yeah, she's been like missing in action
she
for a
didn't
while.
specify.
Okay, I'm just saying we haven't seen an episode with Ruby yet, and I was trying to think. She's not in the underworld, the Ever After High underworld.
I'm just saying. I know she returns.
Okay. Anyway.
So I'm going with her because I like her.
Have you guys seen Dragon Games and Way to Wonderland? We still haven't seen those. Those are Ever After High episodes.
Right, we haven't seen them
We're
yet.
behind on those too. Let's see. Also, okay, she's gonna list off a bunch of movies. You're gonna say yes or no if we've seen them. Ready?
Okay.
Go. Have we seen Goosebumps?
No.
Have we seen Little Monsters?
No.
Have we seen Inside Out?
Yes.
Have we seen Alvin and the Chipmunks, the Roach Chip?
No.
I think they mean road chip. No, it says roach chip. That sounds disgusting.
It does sound disgusting. No. Next question.
Also, have you guys seen Captain America Winter Soldier? If yes, is it any good?
Yes and yes.
Alright. Leander Deer says, hey, Ben and John, do you two have any favorite songs? They could even be from a TV show, movie, or commercial. Anyone that like sticks in your head lately? Like, let's tweak the question. Like, all-time favorite will be Here All Night. How about one that's been stuck in your head this week?
Shake It Off.
Can you sing me a few bars?
Not really. It's like shake it off, shake it off. That's about as far as I can go.
I always end up getting like Disney Junior or Paw Patrol songs stuck in my head because we've seen them so many times. Friends, friends, friends. We are all friends. Yeah, you're a friend to you, you're a friend to me. We're the best of friends, friends, friends. That's from Paw Patrol, by the way.
In case you didn't know.
If you're older than the age of 6, you may not realize. All right. Lizette Garcia has a couple questions. Number 1, Ben and John, who are your favorite Disney princesses? Hers are Belle, Anna, and Elsa.
I like Belle and Ariel and Tiana.
Good picks, good picks. John, which DC superhero do you think will win, Batman or Superman? I'm on Team Batman. I haven't seen the movie yet, but I don't think anyone could beat Superman. I mean, I guess you could if you had, like, kryptonite. I guess. But I think, you know, Batman has street smarts, and Superman is, like, superpowers.
Yeah.
So as much as I like Batman, I think Superman would win. Like I said, I haven't seen the movie, so I don't know what if there's, like, like in
They'd
Civil
probably
War.
come to a truce.
Yeah, I'm sure they're going to be buddies. They have to start the Justice League.
Yeah, they'll
maybe
get
not exactly
over it.
maybe not exactly be buddies, but I'm sure they're going to work together. Like, you're not so bad, Superman. Thanks, Batman.
Superman is Mickey.
All right, Ben, if you could choose which Inside Out, Care Bears, and Winnie the Pooh characters to hang out with, who would you choose?
Okay, so what are the movies again?
Inside Out.
Okay.
Care Bears.
Yeah.
And Winnie the Pooh. Oh, bother.
I think I'd probably hang out with Riley. And see, you didn't see that coming, did you?
I bet I could picture you.
Sheer Bear.
I bet you could hang out with Tigger.
Yeah, and Tigger.
Bounce around with Tigger. That'd be cool.
That's a good combo. I think I'd go with those three.
Elena the Fairy wants to know, what is your favorite villain except Queen Chrysalis and Discord?
Any villain or MLP villain?
I assume MLP villain.
Okay.
Besides Chrysalis and Discord, favorite MLP villain. I mean, there are not many left now. I guess you'd have to go with Nightmare Moon.
I guess so.
Or the Crazy Maniac from the Power Ponies.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But
Do Flim and Flam count because they're
like
always
borderline.
like, going, being bratty.
I don't know if they're necessarily villainous. Just, I don't know. Anyway, I guess we're splitting hairs now. Shin Kawami asks, a curious question for Ben and John. What is your favorite Tsum Tsum to use in the game? Well, I'm the more avid Tsum Tsum player.
I play once in a blue moon. I usually end up having to update everything before I can play.
Personally, overall, I tend to stick with Anna. Not necessarily because she's the strongest, but because I've leveled her all the way up to 50 and I can't level her up anymore. So I can clear screens like foof, foof, foof. I really like that one. I was playing with Finnick the Fox for a while, but I've moved on from Finnick. I just got BB-8, and he's pretty cool. Who else? But I also like Holiday Donald, because I can clear like the whole screen. But he doesn't earn a lot of coins, unfortunately. So I like Anna because I can get more coins. So there's my long answer. I have a lot more characters than she does, too. That page is done. Derek Dew says, if you could be any mythical creature, who would you be? Like a dragon or a unicorn? Bigfoot?
Mermaid.
Mermaid? I don't know if Bigfoot counts as a mythical creature. Well,
It depends on your belief.
so you'd be a mermaid?
Yeah.
No.
You know how much I love the ocean? I would be a mermaid. As long as I could have the legs when I touch land, kind of like the mermaid from Splash. Not the mermaid Ariel. It'd be different.
Bestie Bakers has a few questions. What is your favorite book?
Right now, I am reading stuff by Tess Gerritsen, the Rosolian Isles novelist. But, my favorite book, probably...
Harry Potter?
Yeah, probably one of the Harry Potters.
What inspired you to become YouTubers? We've touched on this a couple of times, so if you go back, you probably can find that. But short answer is, I just wanted to teach myself iMovie, and we wanted an excuse to play with toys and, share our love of all this nonsense with you guys. Did you ever consider John's Toy Box or something like that? Why did you choose Bin's Toy Bin? Because her nickname's Bin. A toy bin is a real thing. And, it rolls off the tongue easy. It sounds catchy. That's how we ended up at it.
We went through a lot of different names. I don't remember them all, but we did toss around a whole bunch, and Bin's Toy Bin just kind of
stuck.
Clicked, yeah.
Yeah, I remember coming in, it's like, I think we're going to call it Bin's Toy Bin. And she was like, okay. And the rest is history. She could have said no, and I don't know where we would have been now.
He brought it up. He's like, hey, I think it'd be fun to do YouTube videos with opening toys. And I'm like, what?
She could have said, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life.
And then I said, all right, whatever. And voila.
Like I said, that's like one of those moments in history. Like, if you had said one word different, our lives right now would be totally different.
Yep. As far as Doctor Who world, that would be like a fixed point in time.
If I had said that and you said, no, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard, and I'd be like, okay, I guess you're right.
Yep. And who knows what we would be doing right now.
Not talking to you guys, so
nope.
Be thankful that she was open to the idea. Semperus 1986 has a few questions. Let's see. When Teagan is older, will you pass down all the toys you have collected through the years to him if he wants them?
He's probably going to get them whether he wants them or not. He'll have to take care of them for us.
John, you are an amazing artist. Have you ever thought of selling some of your drawings? I don't think I'm that good. I absolutely love your Cadence and Shining Armor skits. They are hilarious. Please do more.
We plan on it.
Stay tuned.
We plan on it. We have a couple in the works.
Yeah, we have some in our heads and something skit related featuring Shining Armor, but something totally different than the typical skits.
Yeah.
Hopefully coming Memorial Day weekend, this coming weekend. Fingers crossed. We really got to get to that. My last question is there a toy or toys that is not made anymore that you wish was still in production? I would think Ben would say Squinkies, but Squinkies are coming back.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Something that we really liked, went out of production, and then we wish was back.
Well, I was gonna say the Grab Zag figures, but they're back.
They're back as
Blip toys.
Took over, and now they're original minis.
Yeah.
We noticed recently that Grab Zags or Zag Toys' social medias, like Twitter and Facebook, has renamed itself Original Mini, so it's the same thing. Gee, I don't know. Those would have been my two top picks.
I don't know.
Heroics or Zerbos.
Yeah, I really liked those.
Those are the little superhero figures that came in the little balls, like that big.
Yeah. I think, wasn't it like Treehouse Toys or something bought it, but they had one series and then that was it. I guess those, I don't know.
Wendy Mullins wants to know if we're ever coming to Canada. Maybe someday. That's like our question to anybody who asks, are you going someplace? You never know. I don't even know where we're going to turn up next.
Don't know.
The Cheerful Bunny / The Brony Analysis Show. MLP question for Ben. If you had to write any MLP episode focusing on Rainbow Dash and Derpy, what would it be about? I know the question wasn't aimed at me, but I could totally picture an episode where Rainbow Dash is like trying to help Derpy deliver the mail.
Yeah, that'd be a good episode. I'm gonna go with it because it would probably take me a week to figure out what kind of an episode they could do.
Either that, I have a second one. Ben can't think. Are you okay?
Sorry, Onyx is picking at my feet.
Ben can't think of one. I got another one. Derpy tries out for like the Wonderbolts. And it's like a lesson in friendship, like about being patient and stuff. Rainbow Dash is like ready to be like, can't do anything right. But then at the end, she knows if she's patient with Derpy, Derpy can like do all these crazy stunts. What do you think? What do you think? Hasbro. I can write some scripts, okay?
Okay.
Ben can't think of anything. I got all the ideas right here in my head. If Hasbro doesn't want it, we could turn it into some sort of a skit on our own channel.
He's the writer.
Oh, you have some good jokes once in a while. Morgan Alexander wants to know, do you like Gravity Falls? I haven't seen enough of it to form an opinion. Maybe if it shows up on Netflix, I've heard a lot. I know a lot of you guys really like it. I'm aware of it. I
don't know anything about it.
If you could change places with any Powerpuff Girl character, who would it be?
Buttercup.
What about the evil monkey with the brain sticking out of his head?
I'm not a very good evil person. I'm gonna go with Buttercup.
Will you ever come to Texas? You
Stop
never know.
answer. Maybe. You never know.
Sandy Branham asks, Ben, why didn't you show your face in the old videos?
I like how you sit back like,
Let's listen to Ben's answer. No, I know the answer.
When we first started doing this, I was working full time, and I used to work for a really big company, and I didn't want there to be any conflict of products or opinions or whatever that might get me in trouble.
Now it's not an issue.
That doesn't matter.
Rainbow Optimist wants to know, do we know about Fluffle Puff? That's a series of YouTube videos with a little fluffy pony, but that's all I know about it. I haven't really sat down and watched any. That's all I know.
Never heard.
Maybe if there's like a good Fluffle Puff that you think we should watch, let us know down in the comments. Okay, Lily wants to know, what is your favorite Star Wars episode?
The ones with the Ewoks.
The Return of the Jedi?
Yes.
I don't know. It would have to be one of the original three. Probably Empire Strikes Back is the strongest movie. Return of the Jedi with the Ewoks is the one I have probably the most attachment to, because that's the one I watched over and over as a kid. And of course, you can't beat the original, so I don't know. Really roundabout answer. That's what old people will tell you. Those original three were the best. I'm shaking my lightsaber cane at you kids. Alright, where was I?
I have no idea.
But Force Awakens is probably inching its way
really
up into the favorite
really
episode category. We need to watch that again, by the way.
Yeah.
Jeraine Gonzalez says, "Hey Ben and John, I have one question. What's your favorite wave of MLP blind bags?"
The one that hasn't come out yet.
The Halloween ones?
Yes.
The Nightmare Night?
The Nightmare Night ones. I haven't seen them yet, but those ones are my favorite.
Where the Chaser figures are going to be in their Halloween costumes?
Yes. Well, because I have seen them. I haven't seen them in stores, but I've seen them. And I can't wait to get them.
If you had to pick one from ones that have already been released, what would your favorite wave be?
I liked the neon ones. I thought those were cool. I don't remember what wave it was, but...
Krishna's World has a viewer Q&A question. If you could collect only one blind bag for 1 year, what would it be besides MLP?
Tsum Tsum.
Tsum Tsum? Let me think. I mean, that's a good one to go with. But I think for a whole year, I don't think Tsum Tsums would cut it. I would pick mystery minis. There'd be so many different series. Have you seen the pictures of the Wave 3 blind bags yet? There's going to be like Genie and Pinocchio. You haven't seen the pictures?
No.
I thought I showed you. Pro Everything says, quick, name as many Pokemon as you can in 30 seconds. Go!
Pikachu. Done.
I can name 3. Pikachu, Meowth, and Bulbasaur. Those are 3 Pokemons that I know the names of, and I can pronounce.
We'll just sit here for the next 30 seconds. I'm just kidding. We won't. Okay, what's the next question?
Okay. Jasmine Tran says, if you lived in Disneyland, would you eat cotton candy for lunch? I would not eat cotton candy for lunch.
I'm not a huge cotton candy fan. I want to usually get it once a year for, when we go to fairs, because I feel like it's a fair thing.
I don't really associate it with Disneyland.
But I don't think, have we ever had cotton candy at Disneyland?
Not that I can think of.
I don't think we've ever had it. No, I would say no.
I would have at Disneyland, one of their delicious alcohol-free mint juleps.
And the beignet.
Yeah, the little beignets in the bag that you get in New Orleans Square.
And the macaroni and cheese covered hot dog. That is my favorite thing ever.
Oh, all right, I'm not going to say anything.
He loves it.
It is good, though.
Yeah, don't make that little sigh seem like he doesn't like it. He loves it, too.
If you worked on making MLP, what kind of episode would you do?
I could not work on making MLP.
I've already come up with 2 episodes for you.
That is not my forte. I'm not very good at making up things.
This next question is from my school. Batman or Superman? Well, we've already covered that one, too. Fadila, and I don't know how to pronounce your last name. I'm sorry. I'm not even going to try. What are your favorite YouTubers out of toy fandoms? Now,
out of the toys.
Out of toys?
Out of toys as in...
we had to pick one out of the toy fandom? Or one that's, like, not a toy fandom?
Yeah.
Well, we'll give it to you. We'll give it to you both ways. Out of the toy YouTubers, we actually, like we said, we don't really watch too many anymore because we want to keep our minds, like,
Fresh.
Like, yeah, fresh. We want to give you our perspective, not feel like, oh my gosh, are we going to be copying so-and-so or so-and-so.
Yeah.
But our favorites are still Elastic and Chad. And we do watch Radio with JH here and there, but they've kind of moved on to, like, gaming stuff.
Yeah, she doesn't do as many toy things.
Yeah, all three of them.
Or the toy things that she does do are more game-oriented,
Yeah, like
which we don't really follow
Five
that
Nights
much.
at Freddy's and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Not as much Monster High or MLP as there used to be. And that's totally cool.
Yeah.
It's awesome. If we could go into a game channel without feeling like we're a couple clueless old people,
we totally
we
would
totally
try it.
it.
But we don't have any idea.
No, we
what
feel
we're
like we think it would be like watching us watching our parents
right
try to play modern video games. Actually, that would be kind of funny.
It would be funny. We should talk to them about that.
Has somebody done that yet? Okay, who else? Anybody else out of the toy world?
Oh, the Crazy Pony Lady.
Yeah, of course. Good
Yeah,
friends.
yeah.
Toysy lady. Toysy lady. Hoi. I don't know what that was.
I don't know what that was either.
And outside of the toy fandom, as in not toy related, ones we can't miss every single day, or we have to catch up.
We have the Tim Tracker and Adam the Woo's daily vlog.
Daily vlogs.
And when he does post new ones on his bigger Adam the Woo channel, we do watch those too. But we are more into this daily vlogs than this other stuff.
Any others outside of the toy realm?
Rosanna Pansino every once in a while.
Yeah,
we're kind of falling off that. Not because we don't like it, we do, but there's something, her new editor, I know she has a company edit her videos because she's that big. The new ones, they chop them like if there's a fraction of a second of no talking, there's a cut.
Hang on, Ben will give you an example. I'm gonna imitate, I'm gonna start talking, and Ben's gonna edit it like Rosanna's new editors seem to be doing.
Yeah, okay, ready, start, go.
Okay. Hi everyone, it's John and Ben, and today we're going to be reading viewer Q&A. Okay, and the first question's from...
And
yeah.
So that is what it's like watching her videos, and I just can't. It drives me crazy. It drives me absolutely crazy. So,
I mean, we have a lot of cuts in ours, but they aren't as obvious. I mean, I have to cut a lot of stuff out of Ryan videos sometimes, so sometimes we hear a little choppy like that, but I have to edit around like Teagan or trucks going by or some other nonsense.
Yeah.
Alicia Pierce wants to know, do you like Sirius Black from Harry Potter?
Yeah.
Annika James says, I have a few questions. One, will Teagan have a sibling?
We don't know.
Number 2, who's your favorite Apple member?
Big Mac.
Yep. Will you come to Dubai or India?
Maybe.
Maybe, you never
someday.
know. Will you do a fan meet and greet someday?
We're doing one.
Yeah, we don't have the details yet, but stay tuned. This summer, I know it sounds like you're probably in Dubai or India.
So yeah, you probably won't
going to be
making...
a little far away, but we're going to be in Schaumburg, Illinois, close to Chicago for My Little Pony Fair 2016, and we're ironing out the details.
of having a meet and greet that's actually scheduled with My Little Pony Fair.
Yeah, hopefully that doesn't fall through, but...
Hopefully. If not, we'll still be there.
We'll still be there. We'll still have buttons. We'll still have our little mini poster that Edie drew for us.
Yeah.
It's going to be an awesome time. And 5, Ben, do you like canvas painting?
Yes. I'm not very good at it. I don't do it very often, but I do like it.
Emerald Hearts 456 wants to know, my question is, if you had to remove one of the ponies from the main 6, who would it be? Rainbow Dash. No, I'm kidding. I'd actually keep Rainbow Dash, but I think we'd be on the same page.
Rarity.
Don't tell Spike. Okay, so next question. What?